Hi, welcome back. While I was away, I wrote a whole bunch of pieces. This is my table of contents here. As you can see, I did my best to separate one from the other by using blue and black ink. 1 through 81 on this page. Titles. 82 to 162, 163 to 214, 215 to 258. Now those were all pieces that I originally wrote while I was away for 6 months, and those are all on file here. These first set go to my first 2 albums that I've constructed. My tooth is totally killing me right now. They're all kind of like this. They're dated. Got my little signature, my little signia, and they're numerically ordered to stay on file, and so forth. That was entitled Sad Father's Day. Peas in a Pod. So usually these are all written about my experiences, addiction, fears, nightmares, light and dark, good and evil, just crazy stuff. Not necessarily crazy, but went on through my mind, and I'd usually catch a glimpse of something as far as an idea, whether it was a phrase, a few lines that I could catch in a rhyme, or a real good topic that I really needed to express feeling on. And I definitely had to jot them down, and I had to make sure I had plenty of pens, plenty of ink. So this is kind of like what I wanted to have in my first album that I wanted to slap together. Of course, I wrote everything lyrically. I wrote everything not necessarily musically yet. Some of them had a good idea, a good riff, and I'd kind of write it down because I could have the idea, and then all of a sudden 5 minutes later I'd totally forget what I had. So the idea behind writing down stuff was to make sure I could go back and read it and have that memory kind of just relapse, come back to me, and I can have that feeling all over again, to where it would definitely come back to me. So it was cool to come back with these things. I came up with so many cool titles, Soul Locker, and everything's pretty much in a rhyming fashion. My songs too, like how I kind of remembered, anybody can write anything down, but it's like sometimes you have a rhythm or a style you want it to go, and like I said, the next hour, the next day, let alone a week or a month, you'll forget how that harmony went, or your original feeling or intention, how you wanted to go with it. So I would, for the most of these, out of the 258, these are all songs, poems, memoirs, haikus, little journal excerpts like letters to God or to myself or one of my kids or my fiance. Feelings and ideas and thoughts being most therapeutic to yourself, you have to learn how to face them. You have to come face to face with them. You have to be able to express, because sometimes you can't always say the things that you want the time you want to say it. And it's very, very important to help if you want to organize yourself and get your ideas down. It's good to express it on paper. I read several books on spiritual knowledge, spiritual sense. Yes, biblical. Yes, Christian. I also read Women from Mars and Men from Venus. Men from Mars and Women from Venus. Very insightful book. It took me a whole month to read it thoroughly. So, like I said, I would write a little up in the top, besides the meat of the story of what I'm trying to get down. For instance, this one's a simple 4-verse paragraph. At the very top, I'm doing something that I can't really give the secret right now because it's something very personal. It's very exclusive. It's very... I haven't seen anybody yet do it as far as promoting songs, videos, whatnot. I have seen a lot of stuff that come close, but in the fashion that I'm trying to promote, and my favorite word lately has been execute. I kind of... Every video has a dialogue. Every video has an idea of how they want the song to come across, the topic, the idea, the feeling, the emotion behind the song. So with that in mind, I can only say at this point that we're going to take that a step further. And yeah, that's what I've been doing for the past 6 months. Getting a lot of written material down, which I have. They're not complete, but they are finished. Meaning you can always add a thing or two to it here and there to make a little bit more as far as time and measure wise to fit into a song. But let alone they're there. They're there. All 258 pieces. I brought them all with me. Can't wait to show them to y'all. Anyway, all in due time. Wyld Child's coming.